Welcome to another game of Enemy Territory. Today's game is the KBG LAN 6on6 seeding tournament, and it's going to be the semi-finals of the main bracket between Team Solo B and Kings. The Team Solo B lineup was Abject Blood, H2O, Weirderko and Woot. We also had Dialer, who I believe was fake nicking as Wasted. I did call him Dialer sometimes, I did call him Wasted sometimes. I'm fairly certain it was him. Across the other team we had Kings, and it was Cherry, who used his nickname for a little bit and then changed it to Sleep. Then we had Leo, Player, Swanidius, Tony, and Via. And Via, or Villa, however you want to pronounce his name, was fake nicking as well as Reformed. This game, like I said, was a semi-final matchup in the bracket. And the way the main bracket works is you drop down into low bracket when you lose. But when you win, you'll never play someone who's lost the game. So lower bracket never plays the upper bracket. This is just for seeding. So whoever wins this guarantees themselves a top 2 seeding position, which is basically the same thing, being the top 2 as a seed. It's bragging rights for first place, but top 2 is the aim. And then the other team will guarantee themselves a top 6 seeding position. But if they win games in the lower bracket, they can get up to top 4. So enjoy this game. The maps to start off with were Radar and Adlin.
Prepare to fight.
Here we go. It's going to be Kings against TSB. And this is a KBG LAN 6on6 seeding tournament game. And this is semi-final, of course. TSB is H2O, Woot, Weirderko, Wasted, who I think is Dialer, Abject Blood, against Player Tony, Swanidius, Leo, Cherry, and Reformed, who I think is Via, as we have got Wasted pushing out on this right hand side. Only one strike came off, actually 2. The Panzer came in from Leo. I thought it would have stopped it, but it has slowed down the push towards this side area. But it does look like that player is going to make his way towards main. Has got a little bit of backup shots to his left. Woot completely ignoring him. He did take down another player. I think that's the Engineer and Cherry. Respawn and Axis are going to stop the allies from really reclaiming this flag. So, or claiming this flag, should I say, as it does look like Weirderko is going to be able to pick up that CP. Trying to skip around, see where the allies are going. It looks like they're going around the long way towards main. Maybe Cherry tapped out. He did indeed. He's respawned back in. Players leading the charge through the underpass area. Tony gets in a frag to open things up. Player walking over mines. Doesn't look like this main plant's going to go down very soon. Cherry in position as the dynamite has been dropped. Plant goes down indeed. And a reasonable start here for the allied team. Of course, if main blows, they're going to automatically get that flag. So they don't have to put too much pressure on the flag area. They're not going to get it for their next spawn anyway. So they just might as well hold on to it. That's all they need to do. H2O is actually going to get 2 frags on this. I think that's the side area. Tony decides to just go in for the flag anyway. I think he wanted to stop them from respawning here. I don't think they would have anyway. So CP will be under pressure. No side plant comes in just yet. They're going to concentrate heavily on main. Obviously, there's no side defense needed just yet. As allies start making their way towards that side area, Cherry is going to get that mine down. So should I say dynamite down, as he did find the mine. Oh, that nade right on the lip, so close. Would have come down and killed the medic at least. I think Cherry would have been revived in the process. Front has gone down regardless. They can't reclaim the flag, so the allies can basically just stay here without too much fear. Nice little jump from Tony, standard. I think you'd be making quite a mistake if you open that side door. I'm going to try and pick up Cherry. He has got the Panzer in his hands. Get some big shots, especially on that first shot. You can glide up the wall, try and target it well. He's going to just jump straight in the doorway here. Panzer is going to come off. Oh, that was unfortunate. Blast radius in ET is not huge on that Panzer. Nice grenade through the window though. It's going to be able to take down Blood, who's the medic. And Player has got a couple of kills already, and they should be opening things up. It's going to be down to Weirderko, who picks up 2 frags. He's going to have to make it 3 or 4. He gets dropped, and CP is in the hands of the allied team. It's going to be H2O to try and stop them from doing much more. He's not going to be able to do that though. Down to a Luger. CP has been destroyed. No engineers in position to get that built up just yet. Here comes the NGs. Surely? No? No NGs. They actually dropped all NGs. They just left it down to Tony. That's interesting. Maybe Leo could have come in as an engineer. Nice rifle from Weird Urko, and if they reclaim this, this would be a big fail. Big fail. Big Panzer comes out from Cherry, but a revive might come in, and it's actually going to be Dyler nearly getting that gibbon. That would have been an absolutely amazing play from Dyler, because that was the only engineer. Oh, no, it wasn't. Wasn't it? I'm lost. I'm so lost. I'm pretty sure they only had one engineer. I thought Tony was the only engineer. Could have been wrong. Just see, it was wasted. Who got? Maybe if it. Maybe no. I think it was Tony as the only engineer. So they're going to start putting their pressure on towards these esports. Has taken them 4 minutes to get the CP. It seemed like a little bit longer. They're waiting for at least a minute just for the engineers to get into position. We have Swanee going around the back of the tank depot. Not much of an east defense set up at the moment. Swanee knows about this tower position. Dyler likes it as well. I've seen him use it quite a few times. This player has been boosted up. Abject will be taken by surprise. Dyler looking the wrong way, and it does look like players is going to be able to make it away with the objective. Taking shots from Fake. He has been dropped down, but they have made it onto these backstairs area, which gives you quite a bit of cover. Swanee's going to get dropped as well, but it makes it to the top of the hill, and he should make it away. He should make it away, but the Axis are pushing to remain. Oh, they decided to kill out. I'll stick with the objective just in case. He is getting escorted. 2 players behind him. Or 2 players in front of him, should I say. Where's the objective? Here it is. Respawners coming in at the flag as well. Should be fine. Just taking shots on this main area though. And what is going on? Oh my god, they're gonna lose this. No Axis in position to reclaim. H2O is going to run forward. And he is going to reclaim. What just happened? That was such a poor play. That was really, really poor. Shouldn't have gone for the revive. Should have either just stayed back or just gone straight to the truck. There was only one person there. Not sure what the objective holder was doing. So they've wasted 2 minutes not doing anything. They got east through all the way around. They're going to have to do it all again. Nice grenade from Abject. Might be well timed. It isn't. Maybe a little bit of a slowdown. They would have heard it bounce. And the crossfire here from TSB is really, really good. Getting absolutely nailed from every position. Even H2O getting in on the act. I think he was at Fake. Maybe pushing forward. He is indeed. Swanee takes him down. This should be quite a short spawn for TSB. Wouldn't push out that far, surely. There's a short spawn. Let's try and pick up someone from TSB. What? It's so much freedom. This isn't a good position to stand if you're getting pressured from main. There's so much freedom to just stand here. Doesn't even have any pressure from main. Maybe he's just got a lot of faith in his team. And he's just going to go ultra aggressive. See his head's just poking over the top of this. Nice shooting from what takes down 2, and his respawn's going to come in as well. RT around the back of the tank depot, and I don't think I've seen this sort of defense work for so long. But they're not really making it difficult. They're all coming from the same direction. You need to put a little bit of pressure on main. Make them at least scared that they could lose west. But so far it's been 3 guys. Well, now it's 3 guys. Spawning on this CP, and they're pushing through main as well. So now that's just a bit of distraction. Yeah, they're still dying, but at least they're doing it properly. Just the fact that Leo and Reformed are here make the TSB guys sit in different positions. They're still just nailing them though. At this west, these east parts, absolutely just so one-sided. TSB just going absolutely huge. And I've said this before, I think these guys, if they didn't come top 3, I know most of these guys would probably still want to come first. But if they didn't come top 3, that'd be a travesty. I'd say they're probably Probably their top 2 favourites. Them and Oxid. Can they deal with the pressure though? I think Oxid can. Can these TSB guys? I think for the first time, I think is it the money team are probably not seen as the favourites going into this, but they could easily win that. It really depends on how rusty they are. Player didn't pick up the objective. Does he want to?
Objective taken.
I'm waiting for a respawn. He's going to lead the charge again, but I mean, that's secure. They picked up that objective at 7.5 minutes. It got secured at about 6 minutes. What? The mines from what as well. It's going to be able to get the 2. Oh my god. Brilliant return from Woods. Those mines were perfect. I don't know how the mines themselves didn't get the kills, actually. Really nice return from Wood. We haven't seen too much of that lately, where someone will push through and hold the backside. Like I said before, we do see this out from Raz and Squiz mainly in terms of the games I've casted over the last few years. Jerry's trying to sneak through. He's going to be able to take down Weird Durko from behind. Gets a bit of damage onto Abject, but the support is in position already, getting shot in the back from West. That's a nice reaction. Not slow, but it does look like they're going to be able to get their hands on East. He says, as the strike comes out, players just going to get absolutely destroyed. I don't know where did that airstrike kill? Blood there. I'm not sure where Blood was standing. This East defense so far. They seem to have a 4-man East defense. Very, very heavy on the road. I really like this. Whether this is their standard thing or they're just... This is the way it's operating today. I know they normally have What on West. H2O seems to be playing fake a bit. Same with What actually.
Objective taken.
They're going to get East again. 3rd time's a charm. This is normally the easy bit. It won't follow. Well, we probably should actually. What has pushed forward already? Try and pick up Swanee again. He's gonna have to. He has got players for support again, and players gone looking around. Takes a lot of damage from that mine. And so, what is actually there? What is there? So they're scared of him. And I don't blame Swanee because they can't afford not to secure this now. They have to do this.
Objective taken.
They have to do this. No. There, it's clear. Swanee, you're clear. I gave you the call. All good. So they have got East. 30 seconds to get West. It'll be basically one push. As H2O is getting the shots off. He's not shooting through the bushes. The bushes are not there in the quote-unquote pro configs. But it does look pretty for my casting. I should maybe remove it, I'm not sure. But it looks so nice, all the grass everywhere. But players can't see this. As you can see, when I move away, that's what they see. But this is what we see. So that is a pretty awful hold. Not for TSB. Not for TSB. TSB just were absolutely mental, and it's a pretty balanced performance. So we just saw a massive crossfire at these pots. 3-4 players, very good reactive play. So someone would sneak through. You saw Cherry manage to sneak through. They had no idea it was there. He'll get the shot off. Someone would die, and they'd react very well to that person being there. He wouldn't get like 3 people. He nearly got abject that one time we saw it, but looking at the stats on the Allied team, 13 frags for Tony, 2.7k damage for Leo. And for the TSB squad, 29 frags coming out for Wasted, who I believe is Dialer. 4.9k damage for Abject. But it looks pretty even. Weird Urko's sitting at the bottom, but we saw the sort of position he was playing. He was playing that sort of, I don't know what I want to say, the hook position, in the middle. He was playing at the bottom of the ladder or at the top of the ladder, so he was supporting a lot, and they never really got through. And the rifle, the rifle defense CP didn't do too much. Their CP defense wasn't great. I mean, Kings were a little bit slow. Their CP defense was not great. So we're going to see what they can do on their own attack. TSB.
Fight.
Yeah, I've got the Fops on side. It's going to be player. It's going to do it short. And they're going to all go towards main. So a wasted airstrike. No other airstrike here towards main. 5 players at least pushing this way. And this is nice. I'm going to try and pick up Sleep, aka Cherry. He does normally play this position quite well, but it's kind of obvious he's here. He is going to get a bit of support. Nice shooting. He takes down 1, make that 2, and that's a triple kill for Sleep. Yeah. Or should I say Cherry? It is definitely Cherry. He did rename halfway through the last round, but like I already said, if you want to see how to sort of defend this first stage, he seems to defend it very well from truck. If you want to block the airstrike, not going to come in. H2O actually decides, actually I'm not going to do that. Gets the kill towards Tony. Oh, sorry, towards player.
Dynamite planted.
Plant has gone down its side, so no plant at main just yet. See, watching the back, he's got quite a few teammates back there as well. He might just wait for this. Not sure if the Axis have managed to build it. Normally do. They have indeed. Tony is in position as well. Let's pick him up. Well, that's interesting. Don't see that too much in ET because your charge is very useful as an engineer. In RSW, used to see that a bit, but there was no mines in RSW. Dynamite was the RSW mine. And I remember once. Well, I'll tell this story in a little bit. Nice rifle comes out from Weird Urko, I would assume. There's a little dodge from Tony. And it's going to be cleared out from TSB. Tony's rifles did not connect. Or his nades. It's going to have charge again. That dynamite was pretty good, but it didn't get any kills. Let's stick with Tony here. His charge is going to come in, but so's Weird Urko's. There's Weird Urko is there, I would assume. They're actually spawning back still. Yeah, Weird Urko is indeed there. They think he's in that corner, under the stairs, but he's not. As Weird Urko gets 2 frags, and they are going to be able to shut this CP down. Build's going to come in, but oh, he does have enough charge, just. Well, I was going to tell the story. I'll tell it now, because I think it's a good opportunity. Basically, I remember there was one game where the team I played for, people just joked around about us always going, like, all being engineer. So we actually played a round once where we were defended with all engineers, just 6 engineers, and we put dynamites everywhere, and we fought. And yeah, I don't think we used our MP40 too much. I was on defense. Oh, who was that? Someone went flying. I think that was Woods. So his body just saw a name tag just fly in the air. So far, so good for Kings, though. They've held it off, but they're not going too aggressive on East. They're pretty much going to give it away. That's what I'm going to say. That's kind of standard. It was very different to see what we saw from TSB on the last round, and it was very refreshing. I liked it. Artillery is going to be inadvertently dodged by Weird Urko. He did take a bit of damage, and he's got a lot of freedom to just run away. No one escorting him, but maybe they've got no fear. I'm going to stick with this, as there are a lot of frags going King's way. 5 frags. And Weird Urko's not certain. This is smart. Waiting for his teammates to spawn at flag. Maybe CP behind him. We just want to get that escort in. Footsteps. What pushes out? He knows the hiding spots. He was hiding in them last round. Nice little escort here. I like to see players like Woot do this because on paper, Woot is probably their best player with dialogue. And to do what would be classed as a crap job to escort, it's always nice to see the good players do that. Generally, it's the good players that actually will do that. But But when I say good players, I mean like aimers. They don't think it's wasted time. Respawn's going to come in. Ooh, Kings. Tony was very fortunate. He has spawn protection. Bit of team damage. They're unsure. They've got 4 players at West. As the push comes through the trenches, 5 players from TSB going to be able to make their way through. 6. One has already been taken down. Mine in position from Cherry there is going to do a bit of work. Revives need to come in. They're going to start getting shot in the back, but the respawn of the Axis will come in very, very shortly. As Wood is all alone, tries to get those packs out to make the run. He got caught on the stairs. He was taking a lot of shots, getting pushed back. The Axis team had to rotate around to get back on the parts, or at least back of West. And whoever that was, I forgot who that was. Who was that? It was Leo. Kind of saved the day. I think he would have had the objective. I don't think he would have been home free, but he would have had them in his hands. And Wood is pretty decent at those docks runs. I've got a couple of players to deal with at the back of West here. It's going to be the objective pushed up by with Wood, as I said before. He didn't actually pick them up. He didn't pick them up. That was unfortunate. I think that was Cherry's shots just pushed him away enough, and he didn't wait for the noise of, you know, objective taken. We see blood here. I think he might get that Gibbon. Push coming through main from Abject. He's going to get dropped. Nice shot from Cherry. Half the time gone from Kings. They are playing a bit defensively. It did look like player wanted to try and defend from second fake there. He was eyeing it up. Leo can hear footsteps everywhere. Might have someone rush him very soon. Blood is indeed going to be doing that. Gets taken down. But like, I love it. I love it from TSB. The calls are really on point. Second someone dies, it's not a wasted death. Because the second he died, Leo poked out the other side and he had 2 allies looking at him. They knew he was there. So either like the game sense is pretty good, or the comms are good. Either way.
Objective taken.
There. It's all down to you. He has actually been taken down already. The landmine. That's the fish landmine. Fish brain. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to put that one back up, and it is quite key. They have got an engineer. Cherry is going to be playing engineer seemingly 24/7. Kind of standards, especially when you've got someone of that quality. Try and get that mine down when there's a little bit of a breather. The Axis holding them off pretty well here, actually. After that first half of the map, sometimes lose a bit of confidence because they got kind of destroyed. Nice play by Leo, just distracted him for a little bit. H2O tries to... well, Leo got caught out there. The old school lean spawn camp. I guess the mine's already gone down. No. And that's... hopefully that won't be too costly for the Axis team. H2O's moving in. He has got a lot of space, and they just spot him all by himself. Well, TSB's attack not as good as their defense. They're not grouping very well. They're pushing in 1s and 2s, getting taken down in 1s and 2s. And this is where they should be. They should be taking over the back spawn. Kind of just keep it standard. Take over that back spawn. Maybe push up into the upper area. Dialer would love to do that. And just push as a team. Dialer will get the free shots. Maybe an artillery at the front or back. Kind of in that filled up position. Nearly said LT.
Great shot.
And then obviously everyone's spawned in the same place, so it's very easy to shoot at them. So it looks like they're gearing that way. They've got 2 players here. Blood knows there's a player up here. Oh no, it's actually a teammate. Shot in the back. Nice aggressive play from Swanidius, just on the spawn time, I would assume. And he's going to clear 1 player out. So they want to try and spawn in here. So that's the thing. As an Axis team, you don't want to actually give up that spawn too early. Because once you do, it's really hard to take it back. So as the Ally team, that should be in your heads. We want to be taking this. This is effectively our objective. They have got players that fake though. This is another way to go. You have to time the push as well. You have to get the crossfire going. Dyla is going to get dropped. Nice grenade's going to come up, maybe just to get that gib. Missed the grenade, but no revive is going to be a possibility. Cherry in position as the field up. He has got 3 players for backup. He's going to start pushing through main as well. H12, I think, pretty much all alone at this back spawn. He's actually going to have he should have an opportunity here to just push up. They're in the trenches. There's only 1 player on the objective. It is Tony. As H12 he's going to wait around at that back spawn. That was the fear of getting full on that with that full spawn, so go for the boost. Timing is everything. H2O pushing from behind. Gets taken down. Abject manages to get away because there's no mine, and he will make it towards CP. No shots. Oh, he is taken down actually long range by Leo in the trenches. Or in the trenches? On the crossroads, should I say. Will he be able to move in on this? We're Durko taking a lot of damage. He's going to try and drop down and pick it up. Nice headshots coming out, but the secure will come in from player. And Kings only have to hold on for another minute and a half, and it will be a double full hold. I didn't see that one coming after the first half of the map. TSB showing a little bit of a chink in the armour now. Dyla lagging. And struggling with the boost. 2 players are in position. Where Durko is going to be able to get his hands on the objective. Has made it towards the underneath of the bridge, and he should be able to make it away here. Brilliant Luger frag from player, and that was a nice try from Dyla, but he had 3 or 4 players in the trenches who would never have made that away. He was waiting for someone to just come and secure it, assuming they wouldn't know he was there. They didn't. If they hadn't respawned, might have got away with that. Pretty much the last chance for TSB. Nice stuff from Kings. That gib was very important. Every gib's very important at this stage. We do see the push coming down the main road. Strike on the pots. No frags from that. Blood is going to push around the back, taking mine damage, and I think that did the majority there. And that's going to be it. That's pretty much going to be it. 15 seconds. They both got pushed down from the shots. And that is indeed going to be another full hold, double full hold. And that's a really nice recovery from Kings. Nice to see. They need to work on their attack. Both teams need to kind of work on their attack. I think the first one was a mixture of both. The Kings didn't look too great on their attack. TSB looked very nice on the defense. The second one, TSB didn't look that great on their attack. Kings gave him a lot of opportunity. They gave him a lot of the map. So we're going to pick up the stats. 41 frags going the way of Cherry. He went absolutely huge. As he picks up 7.2k damage as well. On the other team, we have 45 frags for Dyla. And the big damage going Abject's way, 8.1k damage. Pretty even though. Both teams. Those are some awful gibs. Awful. So now I'm going to move on to Adlin. The score is 2-0. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. It is 1-1. That's how it works. When the double full holds 1-1. So I don't think we'll get another double full hold. So it's whoever wins Adlin wins it all. And that's pretty good. I think that's kind of advantage Kings. Obviously on paper still TSB, I would say, a slightly stronger team. But Kings, they kind of would have wanted to win this map anyway to take it to a decider. Especially after that first attack. But now they're winning it to win the game. Ready ups come in, TSB on attack first. Don't think they've got a Panzer. He should. It's going to be Leo. I'll try and quickly get to him. There he is. We're going to see that big shot off the start.
Fight.
There he comes. He is going to get the shot off, and he takes down one. H2O basically at his feet. Push coming in the drop. I think a lot of people will normally go drop. Maybe I don't know about the timings of the drop Panzer. But the splash is so bad that it can be hard to set up. H2O gets boosted forward, gets taken down mid-air. Swanee did that double frag. Udurko thinks there's someone inside there. 20 with a triple. So the push is now going to come down from drop. Dialer. I assume it's Dialer. I keep saying it's Dialer, but it might not actually be him. I assume it is. He's going to get that plant down. They've cleared out that first stage. But the Axis held it off for a decent amount of time, 50 seconds or so. First stage is kind of hard. Every stage is very hard here on Adlin. So it does look like the TSB team are going to hold on to this. Axis not going too aggressive. Maybe Tony's going to move in for this, but I think the respawn is going to kill himself. Indeed. They have already set up at CP as well. Tried to predict that rifle shot. He's going to be able to take down Wick regardless. Footsteps. Does have a teammate with him. Leo's just waiting for the engineer. That's a smart play from Leo. Will he be able to take down the second engineer? He does. Oh, he didn't get the gibbon, but the tap actually came in. The objective has been picked up, and What is going to get completely cornered. Down to a pistol. 4 players. Not much chance there. CP has been built up now. The respawn came in. So no problem there. Moving in towards that objective now. Maybe where Durko's going to be able to pick this up. Will he be able to make it away to his teammates? No, he gets dropped. Swanee, one of the last players alive. Respawn and X is coming in as Wirt leads the charge. Abject in the room as well. Picks up the objective. He's going to get taken down. Leo with a double frag from the window. Manages to recover things for the Allied team. Only 2.5 minutes off the clock. Very, very defensive setup from the Kings. TSB haven't really given the opportunity to push forwards. I think one of the ways they could balance this map out a little bit is if they made the spawns a bit more even. It's very easy for the Allies just because they've got a 20-second spawn.
Objective taken.
Push coming out. Isn't going to secure the objective, and they should really get away. 4 Allied players here. 5. And the objective is just running across the bridge. Trying to keep with him. Don't know the map backwards that well. And he's going to have a lot of freedom to just run. I don't think there's anyone really in position. And he is just going to run it all the way home. 3 minutes 19. Let's pick up the stats. Not going to really tell too much of a story. Right, it tells the story that TSB outfracked. That's it. That's about it. But, yeah. Well then. Yeah, I think Adlin is one of the ones that's very hard as a defensive team. Not so much because it's hard to set up, but you can get overwhelmed so easily. Because by the time the Allies get to you from the bridge, they're on like a 10-second point. So regardless of what happens, they're going to come again. So they're either going to kill you and roll you over, or they're going to get damaged. And most of the time, ammo in ET, especially on the defense, is a real problem because a lot of teams don't roll out what I say is a standard hold defense. A lot of teams do what is like a first stage supply defense on almost every stage, and that isn't the way you should defend on LNS. It's a long haul thing. You're not really planning to kill out. Shouldn't be, at least. Then you've got to retake it every time, and it's not possible. Big Panzer though comes out from Leo, and the rifle grenade. This should be the first stage for the Kings team. 4 frags very quickly. Make that 5. Grenade comes over from Weird Durko, but it's not going to be able to take down the engineer. Really nice from Kings. Axis are going to spawn back in, but this is a great opportunity for Kings. They haven't got too much of a chance. I did say whoever wins this map obviously will win the game. Not going to be able to make it through the spawn though. Nice rifle from Tony. Takes down Bloods. Tony's trying to get the old shot from behind the box. Moving in towards CP. I'm going to guess what's going to be in position there. Actually Dialer. What's at the top of the ramp. Nice shooting from Woods. Has to back off. He's going to back well off. Long spawn. Doesn't want to go towards CP. Nice rifle comes out from Weird Urko. Takes down Tony the engineer. And they still have 3 players here in control. Pause comes in for Axis. Not sure what the problem is there, but so far so good for the Axis team in terms of holding the CP. They held it off pretty well. Just nice work from Woods, sorry.
Prepared.
Holding the top of the ramp. You saw he was on quite a long spawn. Saw a couple of allied players and decided to back well off.
Fight.
Stick with Weird Urko. Rifle. Gets the shot off. Tony though with the double kill. And I think it's just Dialer. We just picked him up. He's not actually going to get put under any pressure because they're all going for the objective. The allies. The revives will come in. Maybe a stab. Is he getting a stab? No. So gets taken down. And they haven't even got the forward spawn. I'm pretty sure Dialer's still there. He is. I'll stick with Dialer now. They've got to go for the CP. They really should have gone for CP last time. Because if you eventually, the only thing you can do is go for CP, and Dialer is actually going to be able to get 2 kills at CP, but the build comes in for the allied team, and this is pretty much it. This is it. Dialer's just going to waste their time a little bit. No pun intended with that name. Comes the push by the allies across the bridge. 50 seconds remain. But this will be big actually. The Axis team only spawn in one more time. Only spawn in on the 20-second mark. Player's going to push forwards. Very energetic strafing. The TSB team are kind of defensive here. Not enough time for this Leo. He's afraid that someone could come through this door, but at the same time, they're not going to get their hands on the objective. And when he did push, you could see the door opening just as he started to push. That's it. That's going to be game over. Pretty bad ending. As it is going to be a 3-1 victory for TSB. 17 frags coming out for Abject. Picks up big damage. Very close behind was H2O. Another team 16 frags for Tony. 2.4k damage as well. Very quick Adlin. That's very, very long radar. But you can see some issues with both teams. But this is going to be the semi-final, of course. We'll have TSB moving on to the main bracket final. And the winner will be top seed. And second place will be second seed. If you are a winner in the main bracket, you don't ever play a loser. So you won't ever play a lower bracket game. That isn't how the seeding tournament works. But we should have some more games up on my channel very, very soon. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned.